Bonjour mes amis, hi guys. If you are like me, you probably have been inundated by reviews of the Christopher Ward C12 Loco. Apparently, the marketing team did a really good job putting these first watches in the hands of every YouTuber all around the world. And except me, they don't know me, they don't like me, I'm too small. Although some of those YouTube channels I've never heard of them, and they seem to have just a couple of thousand of subscribers. But that's okay. Maybe I'm a bit too close to where these watches are built here in Hong Kong. I'm talking about China. So yeah, very cool, good job from the marketing team and the design team and the technical team. So they assemble the watches themselves. They work with partners in, if I understand well, in Switzerland to make the parts. And clearly, the case and strap at least are made in China because I've had in my hands watches that have the exact same features, the exact same case not long ago. So I can guess in which factory they are made. So the watch in itself, it's very novelty, right? So they wanted to put the balance on the bridge. Well, very much. If we step back a little bit, the overall case is of it comes from the 12, their model called the 12, which is basically an affordable version of the Japek Antarctique. This one for which they could have been sued, which would have been the end probably of Christopher Ward, but Japek was kind enough not to. And then Japek released a new version not long ago with a tourbillon, and I guess Christopher Ward had to troll them again with their own version and putting, of course, they can't put a tourbillon. Well, they could, I guess, from China, and they put the balance at the front. Does it push forward horology? People talk about high horology at an affordable price. I think the idea for them was to show this bit of a show and then try to make it work, try to keep it within tolerance. It's not like the approach of the more constructive approach of an FP Jaune who pushes forward horology in itself. Here is more like let's put this pièce de résistance on top of the watch and then see how our partners can build it and make it work within tolerances. But so yeah, it's very much novelty. It's quite derivative of a much more expensive watch. A lot of it is made in China. But unlike the Chinese brands, which would offer it at half or a third of this price of $4,000, which is already very good. What I like about the Christopher Ward is that they're much better at designing the watches. They're very good looking, um, not very legible with a little time the space for the time. There's no seconds either. But that's okay. I think it's more of a novelty type of watch. And when it comes to novelty watches, to be honest, I've bought a few in the past few years, some micro brands, some up and coming brands, and at the end of the day, I sold them all because I was attracted to the novelty effect, to the fact that it could have something a bit flash, a bit different. And in the end, for me personally, I prefer something a bit more classic. I always come back to the classics in my collection. So I sold them all, and I'm pretty sure if I was to buy something like this, I would enjoy it. I would enjoy the unboxing the most, and then from there it would go downhill. So it's not really what I would recommend, but I can understand people wanted to buy it and scratch that itch of having a balance on the top of the watch. I personally don't like skeletonized watches and that kind of watch. This is not skeletonized, of course. Um, but I don't think yeah, it pushes the boundaries of horology in any way. But the movement looks very good. I like the back of the movement. Again, it has vibes of the Armin Strom type of watches, which is normal if you put two barrels, I suppose. But there's a strong element there. And after all, it also people like the Armin kind of look, and yeah, you give it to the people. So it's got a bit of that NBNF as well, balance at the top kind of thing. So I think it's very well made on the marketing. And they're very good for the storytelling. Well, quite good for the storytelling. There's a little bit of a problem for the storytelling in with the name of the watch, Loco. It was something that came in the documentary. It explained the CEO came with that name pretty late on, and they had already sent all the marketing previews. It was supposed to be called the balance wheel or something like that. And the name Loco, I understand the idea of wanting to have something that sort of shocks the mind, sort of is easy to remember, but it really sounds loco, like in Spanish, a bit crazy. And yeah, I guess it's a bit crazy as well. It makes some sense, but it sounds a bit ridiculous. If you wanted to have a cool short name, I would have gone for something like Nova, like a supernova, or Evo, which is already been used by MBNF. But why not? It's been used for in the car industry as well. Or how about the C12 Flux, or the Wanderer, or the C12 Velocity, or the C12 Shift, the C12 Dynamic, Roam, or Flow, or I don't know, Balance, or C12 Amplitude, or the C12 Rush. Gives you a rush of adrenaline when you see it, and you see that balance, which, by the way, freeze sprung, designed apparently by Christopher Ward and their supplier in Switzerland. Freeze sprung, once it's finally adjusted, you should be very good. And yeah, they explained very well that if you want to gain one, it's adjusted from 0 to +7, and if you want to add 1 second, it will take that many more weeks of development. So I think it's pretty good. You could have called in the C12 Motion. That would have been quite nice as well, because it has a permanent motion there. So yeah, I think C12 Rush would have been quite good, or the Flux, or Nova. That would have passed the message and sounded a bit more intriguing than Loco. So yeah, so here we have a half Chinese made, well marketed, nicely built watch, very novelty type for $4,000. I think it's going to be popular, and the colors are well chosen. But obviously, I can't get behind this product since I was not sent the product. It looks a bit thick, and probably a lot of people are going to feel that on the wrist. And but it's another, yeah, I suppose it's another hit for this up and coming brand after there's so many videos. Look at all that uh, from their Bel Canto, I suppose, if I keep on sliding. Yeah, they did the Bel Canto, this watch, which by the way, you can also buy from China, from the brand Lucky Harvey, in a much thinner format with a nicer chime, with loom, with a easier way to read the time. With big hands, and a big date, which operated by another button. And you get a guilloche, and you get a bracelet just like the Vacheron 222, and that's only $1,200. So I'm just saying, and this watch will come soon with a different dial, and with the same strap, exact same strap as the Christopher Ward. Just to let you know, because I'm all here to inform people, and since I don't have any tie, and got no regards from Christopher Ward, well, this is what you get. A vindictive video. No, I'm joking. I don't care. As I said, it's a very nice product, like this Bel Canto. It's a very nice product. Not easy to read the time. Very novelty type of product. So word of warning, novelty watches, it's not going to be the keeper next to your Rolex in general. And we don't know how long it's going to perform and, the servicing of these things and all that. But if you can afford it, probably the Japek. By the way, I don't like at all this Japek Tourbillon. I think it's really ugly. I really think it's it's ugly. I don't think many people actually like it. I've done a review of the Antarctic, very sleek, almost too sleek. I kind of like I think I said in the video, I prefer the roughness, almost the ugliness, the industrial ugliness of the EP Royal Oak. This is almost too beautiful, but well, it's something different. It's a different direction, and some people will absolutely love it. But Japek, yeah, wonderful movement, beautiful watches. If you can afford that, I guess the Christopher Ward is for you. So let me know what you think. Have you already ordered yours? Are you gonna order yours? Or are you just gonna wait to see if they do a better version? If they do a different color, I'm sure they're gonna make many special. Variations for some watch clubs, but it's good to see that the UK watch business is really coming on strong with Garrick and other brands. Lots of brands and lots of money coming into UK watchmaking, which is the most important to make it more durable and relevant. So there you go. Let me know what you think. Which one of these videos was your favorite? And yeah, I think if you're patient enough, you're going to see something very similar from China in the coming months. It's what they tend to do, right? They at first they'll do something different enough so you don't really recognize it, and once the IP has a bit diluted, people forget about it. That they'll make the same thing or something very close. Well, that's just what I think. All right, guys, thank you for watching, and all the best to Christopher Ward. Bye bye.